the concept of every year we see a team take a quantum leap and make a huge run for the Super Bowl, if not win it all. Besides what Brady and Belichick might have to say in the equation, which team do you think has the best opportunity this year to do that, Tony?
It's really hard to say, and I don't like to say that at this time of year because most people make that judgment off of on paper.
Yes.
Oh, they added this person. Oakland's got Antonio Brown, so now they're going to be better. Well, we don't know that. But what you get in those teams that make that quantum leap are the teams that come together and they figure it out and they understand what it takes. We saw that from the Chargers last year, that all of a sudden what had been in the mix for a couple of years, now it comes together and they're ready.
So what about a team that made the playoffs last year but didn't make it as far, or they took a step forward last year? I'll throw a couple out for you.
I'm gonna just throw out one.
Go for it.
Because I believe in the guy so much, and that's Jacksonville. I believe in Nick Foles, and I saw what he did in Philadelphia, and Jacksonville has a lot of pieces in place. And I think Nick Foles can be a galvanizing force that says, you know what, some of this talent now coming together and working together, we're going to be okay.
By the way, we've talked about that a little bit here on this show. If he goes to Jacksonville, now a lot of people will just say because didn't work out towards the end of the Chip Kelly era for him, wound up in St. Louis where, as you know, many careers faltered, with all due respect to that organization back in St. Louis. So a lot of people think maybe, just maybe, outside of the construct of needing to do it towards the end of a season and going and catching fire in the playoffs is not sustainable over a 16-start season and a playoffs if they're fortunate enough to make it. If he does actually go on, continue some form of a magic carpet ride, that would be one of the most amazing NFL stories up there with, and I'll say it, Warner, Brady, that type of stuff. Like Foles has that in front of him right now in Jacksonville, of all places.
He does. He's got a chance to do it because they've got a good team. 2 years ago, they were a couple of plays from the Super Bowl. And he's a talented guy. What was it, 27 touchdowns and 2 interceptions
in that Chip
Kelly year.
Right.
What he did down the stretch with the Eagles. This isn't a guy who is bereft of talent. And there's something about him. We had the game that year, the Super Bowl, and I had Philadelphia. So I was there for the championship game. I was there the week before doing interviews. Mm-hmm. And there was just something. They believed in him. He felt they were going to get it done. And I came back. I picked the Eagles just because of that feeling. And I think he's going to bring that same type of chemistry and that same type of feeling to Jacksonville.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.